Jeff Stacy was caught on the show To Catch a Predator in 2006. Due to his iconic voice, Jeff has been dubbed the Mickey Mouse Predator.
It's a question. The internet and real life are two different things.
Not only does he have one of the strangest voices on the show, but he is easily one of the most combative predators too. After his time on The Sting, Jeff's life would take many dark turns, from possibly being fired from a kung fu dojo to an extremely unstable marriage to his suspicious demise in the 2020s. Today, we are going to be covering the life of Jeff Stacy. In 2006, deli worker Jeff Stacy would log on to a Yahoo chat room under the username SingleTXGuyForFun. Upon seeing a user named Sadie the Smarty, Jeff would send a message. "Hello gorgeous." Sadie would respond, "Sup, age, sex, location?" Jeff responds, 21, male, Ohio. But he's really 27. At this point, Sadie informs Jeff that she is a 15-year-old girl. Jeff wastes no time. Within only a couple messages, Jeff asks, "Would you like to see me naked?" The decoy gives him nothing in response. Jeff asks, "What would you do if you got me naked?" To which Sadie responds, "Stare at you lol, I don't know what you would want me to do." Jeff decides to escalate the graphic nature of the chat. "Suck or ride me?" No. To which the decoy responds, "Yeah." He asks again, "Ride or suck me?" To which the decoy responds again, "Yeah." Similarly, Jeff tries to ask the decoy if she sleeps naked multiple times, getting no response until she eventually says, "Yeah, sometimes." To which Jeff naturally responds, "Do you swallow cum?" To which the decoy responds that she needs to go to bed. Thus far, Jeff is having a completely lopsided conversation, but tomorrow is a new day. Maybe things will go smoother. "Hello. Hey. How are you doing? Just woke up and already bored. Why were our friends? I don't think they can come over whenever my mom's not in town. You can always suck my dick." Oh, what the fuck? The conversation goes back and forth, Jeff asking intimate details about her private parts. It's rough stuff. And Jeff organizes a meet with the decoy, insisting that she greet him naked. Then, Jeff drops the crazy line,
"Legs spread and I will blank you right away."
Okay, so I said that stuff.
right before asking, "What? You're not a cop, are you?" To which the decoy safely assures him, "Haha, no." At this point, Jeff has admitted that he knows what he is doing is illegal, and we will see later that Jeff had certain friends that were druggies, who told him asking this question was a good idea. And just like that, Jeff was on his way, driving across Ohio to get to who he thought was a 15-year-old girl's house. Jeff pulls up in the whip, the fit is just going crazy, and he stumbles in awkwardly like some kind of scared bear or something, perhaps like Winnie the Pooh.
You there? I'm gonna go up and get ready, okay?
Okay.
Wait at the bar for like 5 minutes and then follow me up, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And likewise, he goes to take his jacket off, exposing his round upper back. Like, why is his shirt so low on his back? But before he can show us his beautiful back, Jeff is Hansen right then and there.
Could you do me a favor and just have a seat right over there on the other side of the bar? How's it going?
All right.
Did you find a place to park okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you have a seat?
Jeff insists that he wasn't there to do anything. "Who were you here to meet?" Chris asks, to which Jeff responds, "Amanda." The guy can't even remember the girl's name because he is a pimp.
Who'd you come here to meet?
Some girl.
Some girl whose name is what? You can't even remember her
It's
name?
Amanda, I believe.
Amanda? Sadie, maybe?
That was Amanda.
Yeah.
Jeff then tells Chris that she was 18. He says, "That's what I thought." Unfortunately for Jeff, right up top, she said she was 15.
And how old is this girl you came here to meet?
I believe she's 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
And what made you think she was 18?
Because I thought she said she was 18.
You want to try again?
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
But that's not what she told you, is it?
I don't know.
Well, you can say that.
Okay.
But I have the transcript of the conversation.
Okay.
And right up top, she says she's 15.
Okay.
How old are you?
21.
21.
Chris begins listing off the things that Jeff said in the chat log, to which Jeff has some airtight responses.
And why did you think it was appropriate or legal to come here to meet a 15-year-old girl home alone?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You gotta have a better answer than that.
I didn't think she was 15.
But that's not what it says here in the transcript of the chat. I've read the whole thing, so you might as well just tell me.
I don't know. I really don't know. I thought she was 18.
What's that say right there? What number is that?
15.
15, okay. Go ahead, sit down.
I don't remember.
But isn't that a little convenient that all of a sudden you're sitting here talking to me and you don't remember?
No, it happened probably last night.
Whole 24 hours ago.
So?
A lifetime.
Chris then asks Jeff why he asked if the decoy was a cop, to which Jeff responds,
Then you say, oh, you're not a cop, are you? Why did you ask if she was a cop?
Because I had people who were drug friends, and they say that if you ask that they have to tell you.
You have people who are what?
I used to have friends that were druggies, and that's what they said.
Druggies. So the druggies told you that if you asked over the internet if there are police, they have to tell you.
Yeah.
So that's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And why were you worried that it might have been a police officer?
I ask everybody.
Just out of habit?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that indicate that you're worried that if it was a police officer, you could get in trouble for what you were doing?
No, because I asked that to everybody.
To everybody. So you spend your time on the internet at night asking people whether or not they're cops, whether or not they sleep naked, whether or not you can perform sex acts on them. Mm-hmm. You do this all the time.
It's talking.
Talking.
Jeff is like a real-life Saul Goodman, coming in with the airtight legal defense, including saying that he goes around asking everyone if they are cops and if he can have sex with them. At this point, Jeff drops one of the most infamous lines from the whole show. It's a question!
You ask her if she's horny.
What's wrong with that?
If you ask if she does anal.
It's a question.
You were probably thinking that Jeff sounds like a certain animated mouse created in the 1920s, and you would be right. Jeff has earned the name the Mickey Mouse Predator for his iconic voice. Chris then shows Jeff the pictures he sent. Supposedly, Jeff tried to catfish the decoy by sending pictures of male models pretending they were him. Jeff's response was that they were just funny pictures.
You also sent this picture of yourself.
Yes, I know.
That's you. And then you sent these pictures too.
Yeah,
Who are they? What's all that?
just phony pictures.
Just phony pictures. Well, how come you cut the heads off?
I didn't. I just found them that way.
And you were trying to make believe that was you, or what was the purpose of that?
I don't know. It's just talk. If I'm not really ever... I mean, it's nothing.
Doesn't seem to fit there.
I know it doesn't.
So what were you trying to do with all this?
Nothing.
Yeah, sending pictures of men to a minor is a riot. Hilarious stuff. Jeff doesn't budge at all. He is an immovable object. However, this is because Chris hadn't considered the following.
I don't see the internet and real life are two different things.
After going back and forth, Chris finally reveals who he is. Seemingly unfazed, Jeff walks out the door, not knowing what's in store for him outside.
Jeff, do you ever watch television?
Sometimes.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
No.
I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm a reporter for Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Nope.
If not, you're obviously free to walk out that door.
office! Get your hands up! Get on the ground!
Up until this point, Jeff had seemed very under control. He didn't move on anything Chris was grilling him for, insisting that the internet and real life are two different things. After being arrested by the police, Jeff's attitude would change. Now, Jeff knew that he wasn't going to get away with what he had done, and so his demeanor would change to one of self-pity. Jeff begins begging for the cops to end him. When they start reading him his Miranda rights, Jeff bumps up his age from 21 to 25.
Jeff? Jeff? How old are you, Jeff? Say that again? Turn him around. You're 29? 25. Okay. You think? How old are you?
I think I'm 25.
Okay.
After asking to be shot, the officer says what we were all thinking and responds, "You have the right to remain silent."
I'm going to read you your rights. If you have any questions, you tell me, okay?
Can I just be shot?
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Jeff gets taken into the interrogation room, which looks like a sauna or something, and Jeff tries to mope on the table before being forced to sit against the wall.
Heads up. Slide that chair back against the wall. Okay. Jeff, I'm Deputy Green from the Dark County Sheriff's Department. This is Deputy Tom Nichols. Okay. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Is that all right?
Okay.
It's okay?
The whole interrogation, Jeff talks in this grueling, pathetic voice. He tries to appear defeated, sympathetic, less culpable, and emotionally overwhelmed. This is a common tactic that criminals resort to when they realize they've been caught. He constantly states that he wishes he wasn't alive. At this point, Jeff is pressed on his catfishing attempts, describing it as fun and games.
Did you send these pictures to her?
Yes.
Are those pictures of you?
No.
Did you say, did she believe when you sent them, did you represent them to be you?
Yes.
And why did you send a picture of someone else like that?
Because it's just fun and games.
It's fun and game.
Throughout the interrogation, Jeff starts to confess that he did something wrong. Many predators resort to this as they believe showing remorse will result in leniency, but what they are actually showing is mens rea, or criminal intent. And this is really one of the stupidest things to say to the police if you are trying to get away with a crime, and it's a mistake that many predators make on the show. But Jeff is still trying to evade responsibility, but is unsure of how successful he is. So Jeff asks what is going to happen to him, to which he is informed he is going to jail and getting charged with attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, a felony. In response, Jeff gets desperate and appears to try and start crying, with no results.
You got any questions for us, Jeff?
What's going to happen to me?
You're going to be taken to Dark County Jail.
Please, God.
You're going to be charged with attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, okay? It's a felony 5.
Please don't. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm not a child molester.
Well, evidently you were going to molest a child because everything indicates that. You understand? She said she was 15, and you knew she was 15. You went to the house to solicit sex with a 15-year-old. Did you know?
I did not know.
Right here it is. You had to know.
Oh, I don't pay attention.
That doesn't get it, okay?
I really
That
didn't
doesn't-
know that she was 15.
That doesn't float, all right?
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Now, what's your home phone number, Jeff?
Jeff escalates the idle threats to his own life, again trying to elicit sympathy from the police. Jeff seems to believe that he can bargain with the officers and that if he puts himself in harm's way, they might be more lenient. You can even hear the police officers say they don't believe he is going to do anything, to which Jeff again escalates his idle threats, just repeating what he is going to do over and over again.
I was going to kill myself.
We can work this out, all right?
No, I really am just gonna my f***ing throat.
You relax, all right?
No, I'm just gonna myself. Put me in jail and myself. I don't care.
Nothing move. Nothing move. Oh, you gotta take a picture.
I need that phone number.
Stand up against the wall. Look at me.
36, 5, 6.
After you, there you
Now I did something horrible and I'm just gonna myself.
Well, you don't want to do that.
Yes, I am. As soon as I'm out of jail, I'm going to myself. Split my heart. Put it on TV. I don't care because I'll die before it hits the air. I don't even care anymore. I did something so wrong that I don't even want to be alive.
Steve, you got a time of arrest anywhere?
No.
I'm just going to kill myself.
Huh?
Kill myself.
No, you won't.
Yes, I am.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
You still live with your parents?
Doesn't matter. I want to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself and watch myself die. Because you know what? It's not worth it. I'm going to kill myself. Death. That's all I have. That's all I need. That's all I want. For myself. Put a bullet right in my head.
Thanks.
Put a bullet right in my head.
Unfortunately, as mentioned before, Jeff keeps mentioning that he has done something wrong and unknowingly admitting to guilt. Eventually, Jeff is given a pen so he can sign a document giving the police permission to search his vehicle. At this point, Jeff makes a faux attempt with the pen, leading to him being restrained by police.
Hand behind your back.
You better behave, all right?
Just kill me. I just want to die. Why'd you change them?
Huh?
Why'd you change the way they're on?
Cause you wasn't,
He was acting up.
I just put them on as quick as I could. Let's go. We got about 5 minutes away.
While he is being escorted out of the interrogation back into a police car, Jeff lets out one last shriek.
I want to die. That's all I
Watch
care.
your head.
Jeff is then booked and sent to jail. While talking to one of the officers, he states that he has a dark past, making many attempts. In the last shots, we see Jeff in his prison jumpsuit and the camera zooming in on his charges. Jeff would opt to go to trial, pleading not guilty. Obviously, Jeff would be found guilty by a jury of his peers and be sentenced to 6 months in jail and probation. Jeff would also be made to register as a sex offender for 10 years and attend sex offender counseling. By 2010, Jeff would be taken off probation, and by 2017, he would no longer be registered as a sex offender. After 2007, not much was known about Jeff for a few years. One detail is that Jeff's father passed away 1 year after the sting, and undoubtedly, these were hard years for Jeff. The YouTuber Generic White YouTuber was able to find Jeff's LinkedIn, which showed he had several jobs after his appearance on the show. Firstly, working as a motherboard tester for a short while, before having an IT help desk role somewhere else. Despite being a registered sex offender, Jeff was able to hold entry-level jobs in the IT sector. In 2015, Jeff met a woman online named Leanne through a dating app. 2 years later, Jeff would propose and their engagement would be announced online. The two would get married in 2018. So, even Jeff Stacy managed to get married. What does this mean for you? Leanne would become important in Jeff's story, and there is a lot of speculation to this day about her role in his life. Around this same time, the To Catch a Predator community would discover that Jeff was involved with a kung fu dojo in his area. This included Jeff placing in a tournament, but also attending classes with children. On the dojo's website, Jeff was listed as a part of the student leadership team. This would lead to Catch a Predator fans to contact the dojo and inform the staff of Jeff's past, which would lead to the photos of Jeff disappearing from the dojo's website and social media pages. In 2018, a poster claiming to be Jeff Stacy would create a thread on the Temple of TCAP forums. In this post, the user would state that they would do an Ask Me Anything in exchange for the TCAP community leaving him and his wife alone. Many people believe this thread was a hoax, however, the user explained some details about Jeff that could be interesting if true. For example, the user claiming to be Jeff stated that his voice was due to being high and that he actually has a normal voice. On February 22, 2021, a Walmart staff member discovered then 41-year-old Jeff unresponsive inside his vehicle, which had been parked in the store's parking lot. A responding officer arrived shortly and noted that Jeff had no pulse and that his body was cold. The officer also observed pale, greyish skin coloration. The employee explained that the vehicle had remained in the same location for 2 days. They had seen Stacy in the car the previous day on February 21st and believed that he was asleep as he appeared to be breathing heavily. After noticing the car door was unlocked the following day and seeing no change in Stacy's position, the employee checked on him again and upon finding him unresponsive, contacted law enforcement. Later that day, the store manager informed the officer that Jeff had first arrived on February 20th, and police then located his wife at their shared residence and notified her of his passing. Jeff had passed away in his car. While the initial assumption was that Jeff had died of natural causes, a subsequent autopsy revealed the cause of death to be drug toxicity involving morphine, diazepam, and alprazolam. The report also listed cardiovascular disease and obesity as contributing factors, and in addition, officers found an email written by Jeff to his mother and sister in which he described being in an abusive marriage and accused his wife of threatening to falsely report him for sexual assault. You can see that things are getting dark, but it doesn't stop here. Jeff's wife, Leanne, would turn out to be even more troubled than Jeff was. After her husband's death, Leanne remained in their apartment without paying rent. This led to the apartment complex obtaining a court-ordered eviction on July 16, 2021. 5 days later, on July 21st, a police officer posted the notice on her door, giving her 10 days to leave the property. 3 days after receiving the notice, Leanne set fire to her apartment. She then moved behind the building and ignited a lawn chair. Both her unit and neighboring apartments were destroyed in the blaze, although fortunately, none of the neighbors were home at the time. On July 24th, 2021, another neighbor contacted the police to report that Leanne had unlawfully entered their apartment and stolen prescription medication belonging to his wife and children. He explained that the front door had been left unlocked, which allowed her to get inside. When officers arrived, they found Leanne sitting in a lawn chair behind her apartment. Nearby were empty pill bottles, and inside her purse was a clear plastic bag containing various pills. When asked about the break-in, Leanne admitted to entering the neighbor's apartment. She was arrested at the scene. However, she declined to make a formal statement and was taken into custody. On July 30th, after a search warrant had been executed and evidence from the fire was processed, an officer visited Leanne in jail to question her. When asked about the fire, she initially claimed that family members who did not live with her or even in the same city were responsible. And when pressed for specifics, she vaguely suggested the officer already knew the details. The officer asked whether her relatives had told her to start the fire, and she confirmed that they had. When questioned further about their reasons, she again claimed the officer already understood and said she was suffering internally. Eventually, Leanne admitted to starting the fire herself. She said she believed her family was planning to ignite a larger blaze, and she felt she needed to set a smaller one first. She described pouring olive oil on the kitchen counter and using fire starters to begin the fire, claiming that the oven may have caused fire too. She also said she reported the incident to the property managers, but investigators found no damage to the oven and confirmed that no such report had been made. Leanne was charged with multiple offenses: first-degree aggravated arson, second-degree aggravated arson, third-degree burglary, fourth-degree theft of drugs, and fourth-degree misdemeanor trespassing. Initially pleading not guilty, she faced up to 20 years in prison if convicted on all accounts. However, she later entered a no-contest plea to the charges of second-degree aggravated arson and third-degree burglary. The remaining charges were dismissed. On July 25, 2022, she was sentenced to 3 years in a mental health facility. Shortly after Jeff's death, users would start posting on TCAP forums that Leanne had remarried. The man she was now married to was supposedly Jeff's best man at his wedding. Because of this, many people speculate that Jeff's death involved foul play. However, all we really know is that Leanne is an extremely troubled individual. It's also interesting seeing how these developments changed the way people talk about Jeff online, from mocking him as the Mickey Mouse predator to showing a strange concern for his well-being and wishing things had gone better for him. This has been TDT. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my Patreon. I also have a Substack where I post about philosophy and politics if you want a break from the slop content. My last article was on the problem with geopolitical analyst Peter Zine. Catch you guys on the flip side, loving the casual look.